What's up, everyone? So, previously I did a video about my lupus experience in high school. So, I think it's about time I bring you my lupus experience in college. I graduated in 2016, so I was at UNLV, the University of Las Vegas, Nevada, from 2011 until 2016. Yeah, 5 years. Super senior here. Before I get into it, don't forget to check out my links below. You can check out the high school experience if that's relatable to you. Also, my social media links, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like this video at the end, like the video and share it if you want. Also in the comments below, share your experience. So starting college with lupus, I first had already had lupus for, 3 years? 3 years, yeah, 4 years. I had already had lupus for 4 years going into college. So I was more experienced. I don't know. I adapted better to the disease. I was on Benlysta at the time and I was feeling pretty good. The Benlysta was starting to kick in and that drug really did help me a lot. I'm not on Benlysta anymore though. I will do a video about that in the future. So going into UNLV, first thing was make sure in college that you get your disability paperwork. Make sure you're all set up. You're gonna have to give that to your teacher in the beginning. You don't have to tell them it's lupus. I did because I'm out there. I'm on YouTube, so what's that matter? Throughout college, I'd say the first few years weren't that bad. The end of my college years, after I was off the Benlysta, I was becoming an adult. I stayed with my pediatric doctor, I think until 20. So once I hit 20, 21, that transition into an adult rheumatologist really threw me through a loop. I was struggling, I was swollen all over, trying to get on a new medication. I think I was off medicine except for Plaquenil for a long time, longer than I should have been, and my body just couldn't handle it. I started getting the biggest thing was swelling, so very, very swollen knees. My arms would constantly just get stuck like this and I couldn't fully straighten and I could definitely not bend them. And you know, it's funny because during that time, and even the job I worked, it was more physical. I kept getting that every week and now I don't get it. So yeah, stress definitely probably played a role in that, having a physical job and also the medicine. It was very stressful transferring from my peds to adult. So I hope that you guys had better experience with that. Just be prepared because transitioning rheumatologists, it could take 6 or more months before you see the doctor. And especially I've noticed with adult rheumatology, I have 6 months, every 6 months I see him, but if you want to make an appointment out of the air, it's not as easy as when you're in peds. In peds, they're just like, okay, let's get her in right now. It's not as urgent. So into college life, I was living at home and commuting to UNLV. I had a social life, but it wasn't crazy, nothing. I was no big partier in college. I mean, if anything, once I hit 22, 23, I would go out more so once on the weekends. And I felt pretty good, but I wasn't feeling my best. So did that help me? No. Did I have fun? Yes. Would I do it again? Yeah. You gotta live your life, and that's how I feel. But others will disagree, and you will hear it. Oh, you're sick. This is why you're sick, because you're partying all the time. Da, da, da. And there's some truth to it, but it's also, you are young, you want to live your life. They did that when they were younger, so who are they to tell you you can't? And like I said, I wasn't even that big of a partier. It was maybe a couple times a month on the weekends, but you know, just letting y'all in my life. Nowadays, I don't really go out much at all. If I drink, it's like once a month, you know. I'm very I just want to feel good, and it's nice sometimes, but yeah. So those of you in college, definitely don't limit yourself. You still want to have fun, but be careful. Be wise about your choices. If you have a big paper due the next week, don't risk going out and not feeling good enough to finish that paper or that test. Make sure you're putting your health first and yourself first. So other than that rough patch, towards the end, when I was getting ready to graduate, I started to feel a lot better. I was adjusting to what I'm now on is Cellcept, and even though it made my stomach sick, my joints were getting better, and I just graduated on a good note. I was able to make it through all 5 years, didn't have to drop any classes. I was very lucky and fortunate that I could go to school, and I'd do it all again. I like school. But yeah, I don't know how much else I should put in this video, but nothing really that significant happened. I did get really sick later on. I'm now in my adult life, I would call it, I guess, after college. So maybe I can make a video about this within the next year, and adjusting to that real life adulthood. So yeah, all right. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, please share your experiences with me. Like the video if you like this video, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye.